Ain't no ass stepping with Marcus J. Live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. You ain't making faces at me over there, Tony. I'm not sure how I feel about that face.
I'm not sure how I feel about you singing.
Girl, please. That's Buju, man. That's Buju Banton. And I hope that folks was listening to the words in that song, because that's the reason why I played it. Joffrey the people over the hills and valleys, too. Don't let them fool you. Don't believe 1 minute that they really like you. Come on, man. That's the joint right there. Ain't no how stepping with Marcus J. Live from the Den, Legacy. I need to play more reggae, Legacy Internet Radio. It's time for our brother Jeff. You had a question that you wanted to ask the listeners. Before I get to that question, Dee Dee's still listening. She said, how do folks cook dinner and listen to the show at the same time? Damn, she's
very hard.
Clearly enjoying it.
It's very hard. Yeah. Trust me, I've tried.
It's tough.
It's really hard. And usually my son ends up turning the TV up louder because I got my phone like on the speaker. So
they like us. They really like us. You know, have stepping with Marcus J. 804-402-2893.
I want to give a quick shout out to my brother. He at work right now, but he got his phone on listening to the radio show for the first time. So what's up, Joe?
What up, Joe? His brother Joe is listening. So we got love for you, Joe. Thanks for checking out Ain't No Half Stepping with Marcus J. Thank you to those folks listening to us on TuneIn. It's probably how Joe is listening to us. Streamer, and those folks that are listening to the replays right now on YouTube, is because y'all check us out while we do this. Jay, you're up, man.
All right. Lovers and friends. All right. Man, a friend of mine, we got into a conversation. She's in a committed relationship, and she went out on a thank you lunch from another man. Is that okay in a committed relationship? Tony.
Okay. A thank you for what?
They both ministers. She did something for him, and he wanted to take her out, and show his appreciation. But her significant other got upset.
Okay, so did she have like a previous relationship with this person?
No.
Are they like friends?
Yeah.
Like long time,
I don't know how
long.
long. I don't know how long they've been friends.
Did the significant other know him?
No.
Did she tell the significant other before the lunch?
Yeah. And he was upset before that, but she went anyway.
Why? Does he not trust her?
That was my whole thing. Like, if you're in a committed relationship and you're secure about yourself, it shouldn't have been an issue. But speaking to other people, it is an issue.
I mean, it depends on who the person is. I mean, because one of my best friends is a male, and we have lunch all the time, and it's not a problem. So, that's why I was asking about the history of the relationship with the guy that she went to lunch with. If it's maybe somebody that you used to be with, and now y'all just friends, that might be a problem. Or if it's somebody who is interested in her,
right?
Then that's a problem. But no, you grown folks.
Joe?
That free lunch? Shoot.
Hey, listen, everybody got to eat.
Right.
I mean, I honestly, and it all goes back to the person and how it's presented. And if you are jealous, see me, I'm not a jealous person. If you want to go eat good, I ain't got to buy.
Right.
Go get you some lunch. If it's cool, it doesn't bother me for you to go eat. I'm like, okay, you know what? Because if you want to go do something, you're going to go do it anyhow.
Exactly.
So guess what? And vice versa. While you going to eat lunch with him, I might go eat lunch with somebody else. Cool. Then I might come back and get lunch.
Dee Dee is asking the question, did she tell the significant other before or after the lunch?
Before.
Okay.
Before.
So basically, Dee Dee, the significant other was aware, and the person went anyway, and I'm guessing the significant, and this is a real scenario.
This is a real situation.
So we're actually trying to help someone's relationship. They're not getting no help from me because I think they tripping personally.
Right.
That's just my personal opinion. They went to lunch, and it was just lunch.
Right.
And it is what it is. I think without saying too much inflammatorily. I think they kind of tripping personally.
Now I'm gonna throw this out there.
Always had to be something else.
It's always
be
something
something
else.
else.
But wait,
He
there's
goes
more.
out. He goes out with his female friends, and she doesn't have a problem with it.
I don't think that's a
Okay,
nothing. I don't think there's
what's
nothing
wrong
to
with
that. So basically, to set that up, so
just said
she
that.
went with her friend. He had a problem,
Right.
but he went with his friend, and she didn't care.
Exactly.
She's the grown up, and he's not.
Right.
No, either that or
Yeah.
she done checked out, and that's a wrap anyhow.
Right.
I mean, there's more than one way you can look at that. I mean, honestly, she might have checked out, and she might be checking into another.
I mean, I don't want to make
relationship.
the assumption that there's something, wrong going on. It's just
No.
the way I look at that is like, I mean, we went to lunch.
If he gets upset, I mean, if you get upset, I mean, why is he upset? Let's go
my
back to the
thing.
basis. Why are you
Why?
upset?
Exactly.
Most of the time, you get upset when you doing dirt.
Okay.
Oh,
Or if you have done dirt.
or if you
in the
have done,
past.
then you
Right.
feeling guilty because now you thinking, oh, did he find out about it?
Right.
Or
Now,
maybe she knows and you're just waiting for her to be like, hi,
I'ma
got
throw-
you back.
Exactly.
one more thing out there. 10-year age difference. Does that make a difference?
no.
In the couple.
She mid-30s. He's early 20s.
Oh, gosh.
Oh yeah, that makes
Well,
a
he's
big difference.
he's
a
immature.
kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's immature.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he don't know how this is supposed to
That's
work.
Yeah,
Right.
he don't know the game yet.
And
You're right.
and not only does he not know the game, he is very fearful of what he could lose, and I'm doing that in air quotes because
Right.
see, and at the risk of being crass, she put that grown woman on him.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he's
got
worried
it.
about her putting that grown woman on somebody else.
Right.
As opposed to just understanding that I'm coming to you and telling you what I'm doing. I wouldn't be doing that if I had a reason to hide something from you. I'm just going to lunch. You know what I mean? And I think the part that we're missing is there was some sort of thank you involved. So I'm guessing part of the discussion that she had with him was there was a reason for her to thank, or is she the one that did something for this guy, or did some guy do something for her, like whatever the
Right.
thank you was. It was an event type of lunch. It
Right.
wasn't just some random lunch.
Right.
It's a reason. So I don't know if we're getting the whole story, but if we're getting the whole story,
Yeah, that's just the information that came to me.
no, I got you.
Right.
And I like the way you slowly let a little piece by piece
Yeah.
out to see if we would remain consistent in our
Right.
opinions, which
Right.
we
We
all
did.
have.
Yeah.
Well, I got
You know
a
what?
message from my co-host. That's why she says it's not a problem.
Your co-host
Our co-host.
and my associate. Your co-host and my associate.
Hey, good.
Oh, that wasn't for you, bruh.
Oh yeah.
That's for her.
Oh okay.
That's for her. Because you good. Me and
Okay.
you, we good. It's
She about
my
to check.
associate.
She said her best friend is a male and he's married. She has seen
Can't
she's
stand
seen
her.
her wife. She's went to their wedding, so it's not they never dated and it's no problem and there's no issue.
She also says, because she did hit me up too.
Okay.
So I could be nice to her. She says she don't think it's that serious as lunch, as male or female. If it's an issue, there's more to the story that we just don't know. Ain't no how step on Marcus. Jay getting a call. Caller, you on the live line. Who you is? What you want?
Well, I be the co-host, the only co-host, Jeff.
Damn, that sounds like she
Okay.
just made. I think she just peed on the fire hydrant.
Oh yeah.
So let's just be clear.
Uh-oh.
Okay, you did not get a hit from quote our co-host. Okay,
She only talking to you like that because
Yeah.
she know I'm mad at her, right?
Yeah.
let me let you know that chair you sitting in is not the co-host chair. Okay,
Girl, we don't label these chairs. Knock it off.
You know I got love
I'm
for you.
I'm labeling them.
Oh.
I'm labeling them.
No, all right.
Hi, y'all.
You gonna write it in invisible
Yes,
ink?
why?
What you want, man? What you want? What you want? What's your comment? What you want to get in on?
Stop making me feel so bad. I'm starting to hurt. I'm having heart palpitations.
Oh,
I
gosh.
can't breathe now. Stop doing that.
Over me picking on you?
Yeah.
Girl, you gonna have a heart attack if you think I'm gonna stop.
Now, you must be crazy if you really think that would bother me.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
I am. Crazy.
Oh.
So anyway, what you got? What's your comment?
Nothing. I just called. The couple going out, or well, not the couple. Let me not say that. the people going out with the opposite sex and it being a problem or not being a problem for lunch. There's definitely more to that story. It's definitely more there. And
Cut your
age
radio
does
down.
have
You would
something
think
to
that
do
you would
with it.
notice after all this time. Cut your radio down. We could hear feedback in the back.
Co-host.
You can barely
Co-host.
hear it. It's like in the freaking next room.
Okay, well, cut the next room
Oh, you
volume
must have
down.
washed your
Close the
ears
door.
out this weekend. Okay,
Shut the door.
no problem. But yeah, that was what I had to say.
All right, well, keep on listening. If you hear something else you want to get in on, I guess we'll let you call back.
Oh, you'll let me.
Ain't no ass step,
My
Marcus J.
fingers.
All right, girl, we'll talk to you soon. Ain't no
Later.
ass stepping with Marcus J. Live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. Jay?
Okay. Second question for this level and friends. Can other relationships mess up your relationship?
Hell yeah.
Point being, I was out. This was a couple of years ago. I was out on a double date, and my homeboy went to the extreme and made me look bad. Feeding his woman at the table, telling how much he loves her and all that stuff. Needless to say, when I got back home, why you don't treat me this way? Why you don't feed me this way?
Man, go ahead to the left with that nonsense.
Tony,
Tell the truth, Tony.
tell the truth.
I mean, you have to be secure enough in your relationship to be able to tell someone what you want. If they're not doing something that you want, it shouldn't take you seeing another couple in action for it to like spark the conversation.
Right.
If you have a good solid relationship and that person isn't doing something that you like or they're doing something that you don't like, then you should be able to tell them that. And you can't base your relationship on other people's relationships because everything that glitters is not gold.
I can dig it. I mean, I think that human nature oftentimes would lead one to see, that's where the whole thing. A lot of times you watch TV and you see what goes on TV. Like, man, I sure wish that I had it like that.
Right.
I mean, I think that is human nature. Now, if it causes you problems in a relationship, then there's a maturity issue.
Right.
But I think that it's possible that you might see something that goes on in another relationship. Like, man, it'd be nice if I had it like that. You know what I'm saying? I think that that's possible. Whether it affects your relationship, like I said, there's a maturity issue there.
Right.
You know what I mean? If not a maturity issue, then there's definitely more going on in that individual relationship that had nothing to do with what they just observed going on in another couple.
Exactly.
What you think, big bro? I mean, you got the look on your face right now, looking like Angry Man over there with your Grecian form you're wearing. So,
Yeah, but I'm still cute.
just for men.
Man. I you know what? I've never
You went from Uncle Phil to
understood-
Suge Knight.
I've never understood why people, like Tony said, don't just tell folks what they want and wait to use somebody else as a catapult to get your feelings off. If I have a problem with you not treating me the way I want to be treated, you can damn sure believe we're not going to be out in public, because it's always a united front in public for me. See, I'm glad she at least kept it to herself until they got back home, because that would have been a whole different issue.
Right.
United front in public. Now behind closed doors, we might have some furniture moving.
Right.
But I still say if I'm not doing something that you need, communication is always the key to a successful relationship. You have to speak your mind. I
Right.
tell you what I want.
Right.
If I want Cheerios with you butt naked and you feed them to me, guess what? I want some butt naked Cheerios, and that's what I want. Watch them out.
Nah, I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
But, the reality is some folks are so whack that they ain't trying to give you your butt naked Cheerios just because they going to be in their feelings about the fact that you asked for butt naked Cheerios
Right.
instead of just realizing that's what you need and just doing it.
Because do you know that you can get so much more? And you know what? But man, I have to say this. That that's a physiological thing. You know how women are, Tony.
How are women?
Y'all are fickle as hell.
Yes.
That's not true. Not all women
I
are
call
fickle.
bullshit. You know darn well
Give
that
me an example.
the example is she waited till she got home. Why you won't feed me like that? 'Cause
Yeah.
you know what? I'm gonna treat you just like Umfufu. I'm gonna get you a zebra with no pockets. And I want you to ride around.
Right. Fuck.
Yo, remind me of Coming to America. Bark like a dog. A big dog.
Yeah.
Woof, woof. Hop on one foot. Come on, man.
But that's not being fickle. I mean, like, I know what I want. But it depends on how old you are. You know, when I was younger, yeah, I was probably pretty fickle.
You know, there's a whole lot of cougars today who don't know what they really want to
I'm
tell you.
not a cougar, so don't
Yeah,
say
Tony,
that
you
like I'm in that group. I'm not there yet. Okay.
Didi said it's unfortunate, but when people see something they want happening in another relationship, they want it, especially when they are not getting it. But that usually means that there's a breakdown in communication.
See, my first thought is always, I know what I have. So
Right.
you don't know, like I said, you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Like in
Right.
front of y'all, they may be like, you know, Mr. and Mrs. Obama, but you know, when they get home, they could fight, or he go to his girlfriend's house, or you know. So for me, it's I know my thought is I know what I got, and
It's and
I work with this.
And to take it one step further, Jay, it's not even always a breakdown in communication. Like you could say exactly what you want,
Right.
but if you're dealing with somebody who ain't trying to do it, then what?
Right, exactly. That mean at that time
Then
that
you
was
check
not
out.
me. That was not me.
But
I'm
then
not
you-
that. I'm gonna give you my last cake. I want my cake.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my last bite.
You know what I'm saying? I
You better
want
go
my
get
cake.
your own damn cake.
Cake. You should have. You know what I'm saying? You should have ate yours fast. It's
Everybody
my
want a
cake. That's not me. You know. What I'm
Did you say you should have ate yours fast? That's cold blooded.
That's all I'm saying.
Word,
You
man.
better savor the flavor, neighbor.
Put the flavor.
That's me.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Morris
me.
Chestnut got y'all thinking that every man is like that. No, sir. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why if you
Sir.
know the person that you're with is not like that, then you should be with that person.
Exactly.
Sometimes it's not as easy as
That's why I
saying
say
that.
I was slacking on my pimping.
Okay.
I can't say that. I mean, listen, if she don't tell you what but you know what? Okay, to defend the lady, you know, sometimes we have to, even though I'm not a mind reader, and as I've gotten older, I quit trying to read minds. My ESPN only works on Sunday. So if we're supposed to pick up on your subtle hints, on your nuances, on your certain specific realities. Okay, if we're more in tune to our ladies and we see the way she looks when she looks at somebody who's doing certain things, you know what? If we're not a bunch of hard asses, and none of the guys in here really, really are, we pick up on some of those things. But you know what? I still say if you tell me what you want, you can get everything pretty much that you want.
But adversely, men sometimes are too like blunt with it. Like, okay, maybe you do like her butt naked serving you Cheerios.
Yeah.
But you saying get butt naked and give me some Cheerios, like that takes all of the like the sensuality and the mystery.
But
out
maybe
of it.
we
like,
don't want no sensuality or mystery. We just want you butt naked giving us
okay, but I
Cheerios.
might not be feeling like being butt naked serving Cheerios right now.
Okay,
So-
but say that
but-
then.
but maybe I was planning to do so tomorrow.
Yeah, but see, that's the problem.
So
We
then you gonna
always-
get mad at me because I'm gonna be like, no.
Yep.
Women
And
play
then we're
too
not gonna
many
talk to each other
games,
for 3
man.
days.
Actually,
Y'all
no,
play
I'm not
too
going to get
many
mad
games.
at you.
Y'all be trying to play mind games. man.
Somebody else will give me butt naked
I just
Cheerios.
think that oftentimes, you know,
Anybody got time for
we as men have a greater duty to be more concerned with your feelings than you ever are with ours. And if we have to be the romantic one who has to provide the flowers and the candy and the candlelight dinners and all that kind of stuff, and we got to set the mood and make sure that you are primed, because it take y'all forever to get in freaking mood. And that's whack. But it is what it is. We understand that because
Made
that's
such
how.
a blanket
'cause
statement. That's not true.
Four
It is
No,
been-
nobody. If you doing A, B, C, D the same, if you doing the same thing every time, that's I already know.
anyway,
Here come A.
to finish
Oop,
my
Here
point,
come B.
to finish my point, if we got to go through all of those steps to get you to where you need to be so that we can both get what we want with regards to intimacy, then every once in a while I want butt naked Cheerios and I don't want to discuss it. Just get
Except
naked.
for when you're watching football.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
hold
yeah,
on,
you
wait
gotta
a
stay
minute,
away.
Hold on, wait.
I
a
mean,
stay
minute.
away.
Now, I had that
Don't even
discussion
try it.
too.
Because Giants are more important than you at that moment.
Well,
and
Yeah,
you and
yeah.
your feelings about that,
Garbage.
you're going to just be in your
Yeah.
feelings
Garbage.
about
Like
it.
that's my number
I'm just
one
saying,
rule
don't
when
come
I
in
get
here.
into a relationship. That's my number
Don't
one
come in
rule.
here. Don't come
Do
in here.
not interrupt me when I'm watching the Cowboys.
You either with me or you against me. If you're not
Exactly.
into watching the game, and you can't be a part of watching the game with me, then you might as well be a Cowboys fan to me. I mean, you know.
Don't interrupt me when I'm watching the Cowboys.
I don't want you either.
Here we go.
They don't have Steppin with Marcus J live from the dead Legacy Internet Radio. We got another caller. Caller, what's your name? What you want
It's
to get?
Dee Dee again.
Oh, okay. All right, it's Dee Dee again. What's up?
I completely agree. I think women should watch football with their men. It's very exciting.
I bet you do.
I say, women, go out to the bar and watch football by yourself. See how much he likes that shit. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to say that on the radio.
Damn, just let us in. Somebody that got real comfortable.
My bad. I'm
What you
so
sipping
sorry.
on?
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Don't
'cause
say
I'm
shit
drinking
no
at home,
more.
not up there with y'all tonight. So,
Don't say shit no more, okay?
no more.
Oh, shit.
Don't say the word no more. You just said it.
Okay. Go
Getting back to it, I agree with that. When you get in a relationship, well, I'm older now. I can say what I want and not say I don't care whether or not you're going to give it to me, but I don't. Either you're going to give it to me or you're not. We're not going to be together. So, like Tony said, age, maturity does play into it. Younger people, we've all been young, and we've all, women play the games. I hope he understands what I'm saying when I'm not saying what I'm saying. And shoot, do the same thing too. Sorry, almost said it again. As
that's
an
true. 'Cause
older
sometimes
person,
men are more emotional and sensitive than women.
What? Hold up.
I will agree with that. As a woman in my 40s, I am learning that men are the same damn way
Yes.
when it comes
No,
to their
sir.
emotions
They
and
are.
No,
how they're feeling about something. You didn't take me seriously when I said this, or why don't you, you don't look at me like that anymore.
Oh, wow. I wish a dude
Like
would.
that.
If I
Yo,
hear that,
he need to take a dude that ever said that
You know
to
what,
his
though?
man card
or-
taken.
You know what?
Or
though?
you don't touch me like you used to.
But you
How
know
come
what,
I
though?
always got to make the first move? Because I ain't drunk yet. I'm sorry.
No, but you
I
know what though?
digress.
But you know what
I
though,
digress.
Didi? Here's the deal, Didi. For real,
I
real.
love her.
You are speaking some real stuff right now because the truth
I'm
of the matter
serious. It is real.
Because
It's
the
real.
truth
It really is
it is
real.
real because
I-
I 100% totally agree with everything you just said. Joe and Jay disagree. That's fine. They disagree. I
Yeah, that's fine.
100% agree with you. You know, that men are sensitive and in some ways more sensitive than women. All you have to do if you disagree with that is just go spend about an hour in your local barbershop and you will see these sensitive
Yeah.
men talking
Yeah.
about everything or under the
Yeah.
sun.
Yeah.
Men gossip like women. Men gossip
Yes.
more than
Yes.
women.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you'll find that more men watch Scandal and Being Mary
Man.
Jane
Hold up,
and,
what's wrong with
and all of
Scandal?
those. Exactly.
He told me what's wrong with that.
Yo,
Nothing's
exactly.
wrong with it.
That
Because I
blew
need
me.
somebody to talk
That
to about
blew
it.
me.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
That blew
I
me when I
appreciate that.
found out men watch Scandal, How to Get
Really?
Away with Murder,
Yes.
Real Housewives.
hold up.
Why
Yeah.
All
did
of
it
that.
blow you? Hey, look, I'm the dude that was watching Young and the Restless in college when I was 21 years old. You know what I mean? And you know who? And you know who I used to always make sure caught up because they never would catch up, but they always had a million questions for me about what happened on the show.
Joe?
Big Bro Joe.
I knew it.
I was working.
I knew it.
I ain't gonna front. I was the Days of Our Lives, man. I ain't watching Young the Restless. I was the Days of Our Lives.
Everybody
the
watch
world turns.
CBS.
Yeah,
I
man.
definitely
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
Days of Our
like-
Lives.
You
Hey,
gotta
I
know.
remember Luke and Laura, man, General Hospital.
You gotta
See?
know.
General Hospital.
You gotta know what's going on. You gotta know what's going on with them
Yeah.
nasty ass Foresters on Bold and the Beautiful. Ain't no have step on Marcus
Victor
J.
Newman.
Didi, we
Victor
getting
Newman.
ready to move on to another break, but I want you to keep listening because in the next segment we're gonna talk about what went on the campus of the University of Missouri. And if you've been paying
awesome.
attention, then you already know. So I want you to keep listening. Hit us up in social media like you've been doing, or call us back, whatever it is, because we want you a part of this next segment. You in? You dig?
Absolutely. I'm in.
All right, you got it. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. We're going to take another break, and when we come back, we are going to talk about the protests, and we're going to talk about the boycott, and we're going to talk about the football players at the University of Missouri that led to the president and now the chancellor now both being unemployed, and what that means nationally as well as on that campus. Marcus J, Big Bro Joe, our brother Jay, Miss Tony, Dee Dee, SY, and the whole crew that's listening. And you know, hashtag with Marcus J. Be back in a few minutes, y'all. I'm black and I'm proud.
Prepare for your future. Purchase your term, whole life, and mortgage insurance by licensed insurance agent Joseph Lewis. Insurance costs can be used later to help pay off mortgage, cars, credit card debt, college, and medical expenses. Protect all of your investments. Right now, rates are low. Lock in your low rate by contacting Joseph